is a week-long celebration that brings together the gaming industry and community every August in beautiful Cologne, Germany. It's the biggest gaming convention in the world, and I've never been. Until now. My name is Stella Chung, I'm a host and producer for IGN, and this year, I'll be exploring the absolutely massive convention space to experience as many booths and activities as I can, conducting interviews, playing games, and showing off my love of cosplay during Gamescom's world-famous cosplay competition. And you're gonna be riding shotgun for the whole wild ride. It's happening, it's so cool! This is my first Gamescom. Here, I want to move here already. Cologne, Germany, home to a dozen of the most picturesque cathedrals in the world, including the epic Dom. This is so cool, look! It's f***ing Bloodborne! Today is the calm before the storm and the opportunity to take in the sights of a city that looks like something out of a gothic video game. It's also home to one of the most massive trade fair and exhibition centers on Earth, which is ground zero for Gamescom, and I'm ready to get my first look.
That's where I'm gonna be working? Oh my god, this is actually happening.
I've been to plenty of conventions in the past, but Gamescom operates on a completely different scale. The Cologne Messe Convention Center is 3,060,000 square feet and plays host to over 300,000 people when Gamescom comes to town. It looks really cool. I mean, have you seen this? Like, I'm so excited to see everything in its full glory. Developers ranging from giants like Microsoft to indie upstarts all come together to hype up their upcoming releases, dole out exclusive merch to fans, and provide unique experiences and memories that will last a lifetime. Or at least until next year's Gamescom does it all over again. Now, where the heck is that IGN booth?
Seeing the Gamescom IGN studio for the first time made me kind of giddy. I never thought that I was gonna get to this position when I started at IGN, and now I'm at Gamescom and like helping host stuff. So seeing that like box, that iconic setup, I was like, holy shit, this is for real. Like I'm actually here. I think it just hit me that I'm in Germany. I'm at Gamescom. There it is, it's real.
Now that the booths are built, it's time for preview day. The Xbox booth is right there! Ah! Since I work for IGN, I get a chance to experience the floor to get a head start on coverage, but for now, I'm entirely focused on escaping this Christopher Daniels hammerlock. I wanna do some crazy shit, let's go!
Literally just take this wrist and pop it up here, and just right behind the back, and then just start twisting this way, and then ask her where her wallet is.
I gotta be in an arm lock by Christopher? Hell yeah.
My parents were a little strict on my gaming time growing up, but now that it's my freaking job, I'm getting caught up on some of the retro games I missed out on.
We've got the GameCube over here, SNES, N64, like everything that you could ever think of, it's here, which is so cool. I have never played this before in my life, so I have no idea what to do.
I'll be a Donkey Konga pro in no time.
I had 53 misses, I don't want to talk about it.
My feet are already killing me from all of the walking, so I'm stopping by the Hyenas booth for this gravity-defying photo op. At least, I can imagine I'm off my feet.
Oh, that looks so cool! Makes you look like a badass.
Now, it's finally time for the doors to Gamescom to be open to everyone. Over 250,000 people from more than 100 countries are in Cologne to experience Gamescom, and right now it feels like every single one of them is between me and the show floor.
You can see the crowd is so excited. They're piling in. The doors are open now. It is officially go time.
Even knowing how big this event is, I was not expecting a crowd this big.
I am so close I can taste it.
Gamescom truly has everything a gamer could ever ask for. Hungry? There are fry stands galore.
You gotta have your fries.
Sore from your flight? Go treat yourself to a session in a gaming massage chair.
Are you tired of carrying your teammates on your back? Well, now you can get your back massage as you carry your teammates in any game you play.
Got cash to burn? There's more merch that you could ever dream of stuffing into your luggage. I feel like I haven't even fully scratched the surface. What else could Gamescom possibly have to offer? Oh, right, only a full-on metal concert. I've never been to a metal concert, and bonus, I have a VIP pass. It's all in celebration of the upcoming Metal Hellsinger game, which mixes first-person shooting and rhythm mechanics into a diabolical cocktail of musical mayhem. And that's a pretty good way to sum up the show featuring the artists behind the game's soundtrack.
Gamescom! Put those hands in the air, my friends!
Like Ivan from Disconnected, who was kind enough to come over and melt my face off during the show.
So I was on the official stream, and look at how many people saw it. So many people were like, yeah, of course Stella's having fun. What do you do with that? Like, what do you do with that?
What am I missing here? Oh, of course, games. Games, and more games. I'm taking some time to check out some upcoming indie games on the show floor today, and don't let the shorter lines here fool you. There are some one-of-a-kind gems over here.
There's a ball controller?
I'm really enjoying Wildwoods, a multiplayer game where you play as cats driving a wagon through the woods and defending it from evil bunnies. And honestly, more games should have cats driving a wagon. I'm just saying, Metal Hellsinger could totally do something with that. Of course, no gaming convention would be complete without cosplay, and Gamescom features world-class artists coming together to show off their work. And being a cosplayer myself, I'm excited to say that Gamescom invited me to walk the stage during their cosplay competition. I'll be going as Hu Tao from Genshin Impact, and I spent a lot of time in the lead up to Gamescom getting my costume just right.
I haven't played with clay in so long, dude.
And even though my costume made it to Cologne intact, it's reassuring to know that even if something does go wrong, there's an entire section of the cosplay village devoted to repairing minor and major damages to costumes and props. People helping people. You really love to see it.
Look at how cute he is! Oh my god!
I'm spending my morning hosting the Gamescom Awards show, and this crowd of hundreds of fans is so excited to see which games will win a prize. That, and I think they're pretty stoked to get some prizes of their own. But as thrilling as it is, I also know I have to save some energy for tonight's cosplay competition.
It's time. I have to put on my cosplay and get everything ready, so yeah, I'm gonna go do that.
The excitement in the cosplay village is palpable even for those who won't be vying for the top spot in the contest. It's really inspiring to see so many passionate cosplayers back together in person after a few years of remote events. With the competition underway, I have little idea what to expect. Waiting backstage, you don't get to see the other contestants walk.
I am very stressed out because, yeah, there's a lot of really good people in it.
But there's my music, and that's my cue.
Please welcome with the biggest round of applause, Stella Chung as Hu Tao from Genshin Impact.
Even though I'm a little nervous, it was so cool to show off my hard work in front of a very gracious Gamescom audience.
Oh, amazing.
Oh man, okay, so that was a pretty exhilarating experience, not gonna lie. So as soon as I got out there, I was blinded by the amount of people that were out there. But overall, it was really cool to do. I was glad to just participate, even if I wasn't getting judged. I'm very happy for the opportunity. I think my heart has finally calmed down now, so that's good.
Wow, I can't believe it, but my first Gamescom is coming to an end. It's been an incredible experience.
Wow,
I knew it.
Like, this is hard?
Gamescom may be all about the hottest upcoming and newly released games, but a big part of what's made my first Gamescom so amazing has been the community. both on the show floor and behind the scenes.
He's like, I just wanted to play some games.
The gaming community is fantastic, and seeing everyone being able to reunite in a physical space to celebrate games they're passionate about feels great. And on that note, it's also been amazing getting to bond with my coworkers in person throughout the show.
I get to be the passenger princess.
My producers have taken care of me and stayed calm and organized even through the most unexpected situations. I've gotten to see my colleagues excel at their jobs firsthand, and all this hard work has brought me closer to my teammates than ever.
Oh my goodness, everyone, I never thought I could say this, but Robert Pattinson is here in person with us.
If there's one thing I know now, it's that Gamescom has had even more to offer than I could have imagined. The only thing more exciting than my first Gamescom is the idea of going back for seconds. And that's not just for the doner kebab. I absolutely can't wait to do this again and discover even more of what Gamescom has to offer. What an incredible experience. I honestly would not change a thing.
Killer clowns? Like, from outer space?
Terrorize all humans. Wrap soft skins in cotton candy cocoons.
There's gotta be a way out of here.
Hunt and kill and eat in any order.
The sooner we shut down this invasion, the better our chances.
No, please, no! Hey, get out of here!
V-Gates, Gamescom, Seth Macy here from IGN. I am joined by Andre Chan, executive producer at Level Infinite. Andre, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. We are here to talk about Assassin's Creed Jade, the real name of Assassin's Creed Jade. Andre, hit us.
Well, Assassin's Creed Jade is official name right now. So we dropped the code name, and now it's Assassin's Creed Jade officially.
Assassin's Creed, been around forever. It's been all around the world. Very memorable settings. In Jade, who are we going to be playing as? What areas are we going to be exploring?
So in Jade, you're creating and customizing your character from the scratch for the first time in the series. But you will still be playing as a wandering hero and in ancient China setting. We're not yet assassins because assassins didn't exist at that timeline, but we're proto-assassins. So it's 230 BC before Christ, and this is a time where Qin dynasty established the first empire in China. This is the time when they started building the Great Wall, then the Terracotta Army, very, very famous over the world. And also this is the time when the Proto-Silk Way established.
Oh, okay.
So this is a fascinating time to showcase because there's a lot of Chinese culture to showcase in the game, and also very famous points of interest and landscape landmarks.
Every Assassin's Creed the attacks are really influenced on the time period, the setting. How has the ancient Chinese setting really affected this?
Yeah, we'll be featuring very traditional Chinese weapons. For example, everyone has swords, every culture, but Chinese swords are a little bit different. So, and they have very unique style and design, and also a very unique technique they use to fight with these swords. Also, spear will be a big part of the game too. A lot of very specific, not only weapons, but also the combat techniques.
How has being on mobile affected the scale of the games? Because, you know, Assassin's Creed games pretty famous for their scale.
Being on mobile probably made this game huge.
Really?
So it will be huge, and it will be expanded with each update, and in each closed beta we have in future, we will also introduce big chunks of these regions. And there is also a lot of systems in the game, like progression systems, a lot of content, points of interest. This game will be huge.
Okay. I got to play for 20 minutes. I wasn't exactly sure how it was going to work on a mobile phone. So since not everyone else has played, could you sort of explain how the controls work? Because they actually, they really get the job done well. Like, it feels everything you would expect in an Assassin's Creed game is there.
So controls is like easily top 2 or top 3 most difficult things we had to do.
Oh wow, okay.
Making this game, yeah, because there is a certain experience Assassin's Creed fans expect from Assassin's Creed game, and we cannot really skip that. We cannot skip assassinations, parkour, finishing moves, all that stuff. And we had to adopt all of these features while having a touchscreen controls.
Since this is on mobile, has the mission design changed?
I think the missions and the storyline, we really wanted to be very close to what Assassin's Creed fans expect from Assassin's Creed titles. What really changes is, because it's a live game, that we will introduce more engagement features, like something you can do outside of the main quest and outside of the main story, and more like session-based game modes, for example. One of the examples which is available and was available in CBT was the game mode Defend the Wall, Hold the Wall.
Okay.
Where you and your friends in a co-op mode, you need to defend the wall from the nomads from Xianggu, and light the beacons to make sure the wall is protected. So this is like a small session where you just gather your friends, play it really fast, and get out.
Very cool. Where does this fit into the wider Assassin's Creed universe?
This is a proper Assassin's Creed storyline, which is part of the overall Assassin's Creed world and canon. So we're working together to make sure that we're still inside the lore. And also we're having some of the characters from the other franchises, so we need to be extremely careful.
Oh, okay.
Extremely careful in implementing our story.
Yeah. All right, cool. And will this be free to play and supported with like in-game purchases, or how is this going to be presented to people?
It is free to play. It will support in-app purchases, though this system is like in very, very early design. We really want to nail the other features like iconic Assassin's Creed features, storyline, controls. This is our major focus right now. What I can tell is we have a design principle that storyline, content, all the future updates to the storyline and content should be playable for free without investing any money.
Gameplay first, and then we'll figure out how to pay for it.
Pretty much, yes.
Very cool.
We just wrapped our CBT1. We got a lot of feedback, and we are working on addressing this feedback, and we're targeting to have our CBT2 very soon. So register and join us to play the game.
And where can people register?
At Assassin'sCreedJade.com.
That's the official name now. So
official name.
Right on. Well, Andre, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right, that was Assassin's Creed Jade. I'm Seth Macy. This is IGN. We're at Gamescom all week. There's tons of stuff to see, so keep it right here at IGN.
For more Star Wars, make sure to check out the Andor cast picking out their best Season 1 lines, or The Future of Star Wars from Kathleen Kennedy.
Max Scoville here with Stella Chung. We are at Gamescom 2023, and we just got a chance to go hands-on with one of this fall's most promising-looking sequels, which is Ghost Runner 2. Stella, what'd you think?
It's so awesome. I felt really bad because when we were in the room playing, I was the loudest person there, just like screaming and everything. It is so fun, guys. Like, I played the first game. This does everything the first game did, but way better.
Yeah, we talked to the devs a bit about it, and they said that this is more of an evolution than a revolution, which is frequently the case with, second video games, and they've definitely done a lot to sort of just keep things familiar, but also adding on a lot of new mechanics. And one thing they added that might seem like they're trying to make it easier actually adds a lot of variety, which is the ability to block, which of course also has a parry system to go with it. And this is by no means a Souls-like game, but this does add like a little pinch of Souls-like type combat to it. What did you like about that? Did that work for you?
Oh my god, yeah, I loved it. So it grants you a lot of precision with being able to parry it. You get a perfect parry and you're rewarded with an insta-kill, right? Which is great, especially for those heavier enemies that take a few hits to go down. So it really rewards you for being as precise as you can be. Of course, you can just block, which is great, but you only get a few shots before you're killed, right? And you have to start all the way over at the beginning. So I do love that you're rewarded for being so good with the parry button. Love it.
Yeah, it's interesting because I feel like the first one was very much, it had some like Hotline Miami to it.
Yeah.
Like it was very much about like trial and error. You're trying to find that sort of that perfect flow, and this still has that, but it kind of gives you different options to how you want to approach something. And they've I feel like made the arenas larger to sort of reflect that. Inevitably they have got some new enemies in there. I asked if there were any sort of major changes to Jack, the main character, in terms of how he controls or moves. And the developer told me that like they mostly kept him the same, or it should feel the same to people who are familiar with playing, but enemies will now kind of react differently. Like enemies there's been some fine tuning to sort of how they approach you, which should add some fun challenge there. He'll have new abilities, like new skills on top of the ability to block and stuff. And it sounds like you're really going to be able to kind of really customize your loadout to a certain degree and approach situations, shake things up a little bit. The other big thing they added is, of course, the motorbike, which is just dripping with wonderful cyberpunk DNA. It's got some like straight up on the nose Akira references. Like when it's first revealed, Jack just rips the tarp off it like Kaneda. There's a little Akira slide at the end there. Very good. I also love that the entire sort of dynamic of the whole thing has a bit of Judge Dredd to it. Like you're kind of escaping the big, Mega City 1 tower, yes, and you're gonna be going out in the outskirts. They said there's gonna be like sandbox areas where you're just like jetting around on your bike and you'll be able to hop off it, fight a bunch of guys, do some stuff like that. But the segment of bike stuff we got to mess with, which is really more you because I kind of tapped out early, but it almost felt like a shmup.
Yeah, oh my god, it's so good. Like, it's so cool, but it definitely makes you, my hands were so sweaty by the end of it because I was just like, oh my god, I have to not block, I have to not hit this, not hit that. And then at the same time, you have to press down the accelerate button, but also there's a boost button, which I have to use frequently. It's not like Mario Kart where like you can only use it.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's an interesting approach because I feel like in racing games, like a boost it's a luxury. It's something you have a finite amount of. In this case, it's more of a necessity, but you're going so fast that it'll basically, it can be detrimental if you let off of it. And the thing you're doing is you're chasing after like another Ghost Runner, an evil Ghost Runner, and it almost felt like in an open world game, like a chase sequence where you have to keep a certain distance to them, and there's a little bar at the top of the screen that basically the more you slow down, the faster that shrinks. And the idea is you want to kind of just hold down that boost and keep within range of that other person. But of course, speed kills. So we wound up going down this whole sort of tunnel, which was just like basically a murderous water slide.
I know. You know what? I was telling you that this game looks beautiful, and so much about this game is speed, being able to do things so precisely, so quickly. And it sucks because the world is beautiful, and it's still in Unreal 4, which was unbelievable. It's gorgeous. And I'm just like, let me slow down and experience this, but you can't because it's go, go, go.
No, this is not a game about stopping and smelling the roses. But it's really cool to see the developers took what made the first game special and are just expanding on it and really growing on it. I'm excited to see how people respond to it. And the nice thing about it is, even if you suck, it's really fun to watch other people play it. And I think speedrunners are going to have a blast with this. That is out October 26th on, I think, old gen, new gen, and PC, something like that. We're dying to see more of it, but of course, there are plenty of other games right here at Gamescom. We're going to check some of those out, too.
What's up, everybody? Destin Legary here with IGN at Gamescom 2019. I'm here at the Darksiders booth because there are some absolutely stellar cosplayers here today that have created costumes that look like they're straight out of the game. Let's go talk to them. We're going to start with Strife. Now, Strife, as you can see, I can't talk to the mic to him, so you've agreed to be interviewed and tell us a little bit about the costume design. So how did you make this fantastic costume?
We made it in about 4 weeks. It was really crazy, and it's basically made out of silicone, and most of it is 3D printed. We 3D modeled a lot of stuff, and 3D printed it, and sanded it, and painted it, and everything. And yeah, it was crazy 4 weeks.
Yuri, why don't you tell me a little bit about how you crafted your costume all in this week?
It's actually a combination of a lot of techniques, mainly foam and 3D printing, and it took me about like 1 or 2 months to make.
Is your hair, do you dye your hair? Is it a wig? How do you do that?
Every day I wake up and dye my hair like this. No, it's a wig, it's a big wig, and it's really important to take good care about it, so yeah.
What about the makeup? Because of the eyeliner and everything that you have to do to, fit the character, obviously. How long does that take to do, and the contacts?
It takes 1 hour to make the makeup. I actually have some practice doing it. When I first did it, it was around 2 hours to make.
Wow, your costume's absolutely phenomenal. Good work. How long, the wings are a big highlight, obviously, of the piece that you've created. How long did they take to develop?
I think for the wings it was about 6 weeks. For the whole costume it was about 3 months. Yeah, short 3 months with no sleep.
6 weeks just on the wings. How do you get the lights in each individual feather, we'll call them, to illuminate in this way?
I have those LED stripes, and I added them around the edges, and then I filled it up with butter to diffuse them more, and then I dremeled down the edges.
This is so cool. So tell me about this piece, because you can actually make fists inside.
Yeah, it's a really big highlight of this costume, because the hand is actually really big, and I didn't want it just a big, and wanted some cool effect inside, so I made fingers movable. I designed I designed these dead pieces, and yeah, it actually worked. I can show you how it looks like inside.
Yeah, sure. We're going to take the glove off, take a look on the inside in just a second while she's working on... Oh, all right.
Yeah, and that's how it looks like inside a glove. So yeah, it's quite cool.
So you built this pulley system to...
Yes.
The hardest piece was definitely the muscle suit, because yes, exactly, because the whole body was first cast, and then it was hand sculpted and cast in silicone rubber. So there went a lot of work into this, and all the other parts are 3D printed, some handcrafted foam parts.
Can I squeeze the muscles? Yeah. Okay. Oh, you've been working out, man. Good work.
It was like 5 minutes ago this morning, so been working quite hard.
This is really neat. I asked the other creators what was the thing that held you up when you're putting it on the most?
Basically the feel and the look I get when I'm all dressed up, and it's the reactions of the people, because they're all amazed, because most of them can't really believe to see something like that in the real world.
Yeah, it's really cool. It looks like it's right out of the game. How long does it take you to get into?
It takes about 20 to 30 minutes.
All right, well, wow, thank you so much. This is absolutely incredible. Guys, For more on Darksiders and all things Gamescom 2019, keep it right here with us at IGN.
Lies of P is the upcoming Souls-like third-person action game, and I cannot wait to find out more about it. Luckily, I get to do just that right now. Here to tell me all about Lies of P is the game's director, Ji-won Choi, and translator, Ji-yoon Shin. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.
So we had you on the show last year at Gamescom. You won a bunch of awards, but you brought some new stuff to Gamescom this year. Tell me what Lies of P at Gamescom 2023 is all about.
작년에도 게임을 가지고 나오셨는데 그때랑 또 다른 게 뭐가 있는지 또 어떤지 한번 짧게 설명해 주시면 될 것 같아요.
네, 이번에 준비한 PA 거짓은 저희가 거의 최종판입니다. 파이널 버전을 즐기실 수가 있고, 하지만 저희가 이제 모든 분께서 즐기실 수 있기보다는 저희가 일부 이제 매체분들에게만 이제 저희가 플레이를 해보실 수 있다는 점을 좀 말씀드리고 싶습니다.
Yeah, this year we brought some new version, which is final version, but unfortunately it's only open for press that you can experience in Gamescom 2023.
All right. Are there some new enemies in this build? Now this is like the final build of the game, right?
지금 가져온 버전이 파이널인데 저번에 봤던 거랑 다르게 또 새로운 적들이 있는지.
네. 이번에 준비한 거는 모든 게 다 새로운 버전이기 때문에 깜짝 놀라실 수도 있습니다. 이거 피해 거짓 맞아? 완전 다른데? 이렇게 경험하실 수 있을 거예요.
So we brought so many new contents in this, so you will see completely different enemies, completely different situations here in this version.
Tell me about one of your personal favorite enemies that we're seeing in the Gamescom 2023 version, and what kind of.
2013년 버전에서 볼 수 있는 새로운 적들 중에 제일 좋아하는 적이 뭐가 있는지.
정말 매력적인 보스가 등장을 해요. 그래서 정확한 이름을 언급하기는 좀 어렵지만은 이번에 플레이해 보시면 정말 매력적인 보스가 등장한 것을 알게 되실 겁니다.
You will get to see a very attractive enemy, which is a very strong one, and we cannot really mention his name, but you will see soon.
Well, this giant robot clown we're looking at right now, it seems like he puts up a good fight. Tell me a little bit about designing these enemies so that the encounters are challenging and difficult, because I know that's something that is important to the philosophy of this game.
지금 이거 보고 있는 이 적뿐만은 이거에 대해서 말해야 되는 것뿐만은 아니긴 한데, 그러니까 적들을 이제 디자인할 때 어떤 걸 제일 보시면서 넣었는지, 그리고 어떤 게임 스타일을 기대할 수 있는지.
네. 저희가 새로운 신선한 어떤 경험을 드리기 위해서 많이 노력을 했어요. 그래서 탑 게임에서 경험하지 못했던 몬스터들이 등장하도록 저희들이 노력을 했고, 그 어느 때보다 또 몬스터를 가지고 있는 이야기와 서사에 대해서 많이 집중을 했습니다.
So yeah, we wanted to give the players new experience with new enemies that you haven't seen in other games, and we wanted to give each stories to the enemies, not just the boring normal enemies that you will see everywhere. Yeah.
Awesome. I really like this big sword. Tell me about the big sword. It looks great.
보이는 이 큰 칼에 대해서 좀 더 설명해 줄 수 있냐고. 되게 좋은데.
이 무기는 사실 칠지도라고 해서 한국 고유 전통의 무기를 저희들의 방식으로 개량한 무기입니다. 그래서 특수 스킬을 사용할 때 특히 칠지도라고 해서 그 가지가 7가지로 뻗어나가는 연출을 확인하실 수가 있는데, 그러한 부분들에서 저희들이 상당한 고심을 한 무기이기도 합니다.
So this sword right here is called 칠지도, which is traditional sword in Korea. Yeah. And when you use it with a special skill, you can see 7 different branches will reach out from the sword.
Awesome. The grindstone system is something that you've implemented in this game. What's sort of like your advice to players who want to maximize it and get the most out of it?
게임을 할 때 초보자들한테 싸움 장면에서 좀 이제 조언을 해주고 싶은 게 있다면 뭐가 있을까요?
네. 일단 무작정 덤벼들지 않았으면 좋겠어요. 그래서 보통 액션 게임이라고 하면 호쾌하고 빠른 진행을 생각하실 수가 있는데, 솔로라이크 게임은 정보와 경험이 되게 중요해요. 그래서 무턱대고 덤비기보다는 충분히 사전 지식과 내가 어떻게 할 것인지 전략을 구상하면서 전투를 하면 크게 도움이 될 것입니다.
So he want to say don't jump right into the enemy. So he want to say you need enough information and experiences and good plan and strategy to fight against these enemies.
Now, this is obviously infused with a lot of horror, but most horror games look very dark and shadowy and bleak, desaturated. You're playing with a lot of color and lighting in this game. Tell me about that design decision.
그러니까 게임 디자인할 때 상당히 되게 다크한 모습 많이 볼 수 있는데, 이걸 디자인할 때 어떤 이제 과정이 있었는지, 또 어떻게 디자인을 한 건지.
네, 일단 피노키오의 원작 이야기를 말씀드려야 될 것 같은데, 대개 피노키오의 모험이라고 하면 밝고 명랑한 어떤 동화를 떠올리시게 될 거예요. 근데 사실 원작을 읽어보게 되면은 생각보다 무겁고 또 좀 어른들만이 이해할 수 있는 그런 주제도 많이 담겨 있거든요. 그래서 이러한 원작의 느낌들을 저희들이 잘 전달하기 위해서 더욱더 의도적으로 다크하고 또 때로는 기괴하기도 한 그런 모습들을 담아내려고 노력을 했습니다.
Since everybody already know it's based on Pinocchio's story, which is fairy tale, but if you think of it, maybe there are some who can think it's boring or childish, but like you mentioned before, it's the original story is already dark enough, but we wanted to add more of color of our own story, so we gave more spices to it and twists to it. So that's how we came up with the dark story, dark mood of it. Yeah. 베리포크 얘기도.
I love it.
One more. 그리고 저희 이제 피노키오의 모험이 사실 이탈리아 원작으로 한 소설이긴 해요. 하지만 저희들이 좀 더 많은 분들이 관심을 가져주기 위해서 잘 알려진 것을 전혀 다른 방식으로 표현을 했거든요. 그중 하나가 베르포크 시대입니다. 피노키오는 피해 거짓은 베르포크 시대를 표현을 하고 있는데 흔히들 베르포크 시대라고 하면은 낭만적이고 아름다운 그런 분위기를 떠올릴 수가 있을 건데 저희들은 이것 또한 완전 반대인 방향으로 어둡고 기괴한 방식으로 또 표현을 하기도 했습니다.
So Pinocchio is originally Italian fairy tale, but we used the original story, which is familiar to everybody. But like we said, we wanted to add our own color, so we adapted a Belle Epoque era of France. So if you think of Belle Epoque era, it is a romantic era of France, but we also twisted that in our way, so we gave more dark and grotesque mood to it.
So now is this the King of Puppets boss fight?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about this encounter, because like I love everything I'm looking at here.
이게 인형의 왕인지 그리고 그게 맞다면 자기가 이 캐릭터에 대한 모든 게 너무 좋은데 좀 더 설명해 줄 수 있을지.
네. 보시다시피 인형의 왕입니다. 인형의 왕이고 저희들이 정말 많은 노력을 들여서 제작한 보스예요. 그리고 이 피해 거짓에서 전개되는 이야기의 또 핵심을 가진 그런 몬스터라기보다 캐릭터라고 말씀드리고 싶어요. 그래서 정말 중요한 이야기를 다루고 있는 그러한 캐릭터라고 좀 말씀드릴 수가 있습니다.
So yes, this is the King of Puppet, and we want to call him character, not a monster, because he will be the center of the story. So if you play more and discover more about him, you'll find out more what he is and who he is.
A thing that I really, really love about this game is how quickly the character moves, how agile they are. That's, kind of in stark contrast to a lot of the kind of clunkier Souls-likes out there. How important was that, making sure that the character was fast and energetic?
게임을 보면 보통 되게 빠르고 빨리 전개가 되고 캐릭터도 되게 민첩하게 움직이는 걸 볼 수 있는데 다른 소울라이크 게임에서는 보통 이게 좀 둔감하게 움직이다던가 좀 무기감이 좀 큰 게 보이는데 그런 게 얼마나 중요하게 생각하고 개발을 했는지 민첩하고 빠른 게.
네. 일단 멋진 피노키오가 등장하는 게임이에요. 그래서 이런 멋진 부분을 강조하려면 좀 더 스타일리시한 전투 방식을 표현해야겠다고 생각이 들어서 좀 더 스피디한 전개를 말씀드렸고, 그리고 또 저희가 인형인 캐릭터인 피노키오이기 때문에 인형적인 이런 어떤 역동적인 부분을 좀 표현함으로 해서 인형인 좀 더 어떤 사람이라기보다는 이게 좀 더 어떤 인간적인 부분보다 또 초월된 힘을 표현하고 싶어서 더욱더 좀 다이나믹한 전투 형태로 저희들이 고안하게 되었습니다.
So we have a Pinocchio, but which is cool and stylish. So we needed a speedy and fast movement for it, and also we wanted to give active motion from puppet, which can differentiate it from human. That's how we came with all the motion and dynamic movement, which can show that it's over human.
Awesome. Last question. This is the final Gamescom version. This is the version of the game that will be in stores in a few weeks, right? And an Xbox. Can I keep it? Yeah, I was just wondering if I could keep the game.
그 9월에 곧 이제 발표가 되는데 자기 게임을 이제 해볼 수 있냐고.
물론이죠. 네.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
네.
Well, for everybody else, Liza P is out on September 19th. There's a demo out for it right now. It's awesome. Thanks for watching, and stick around for more Gamescom Studio, powered by IGN.
Was ist los, Gamescom? Ich heiße Seth Macy, and I am here at the Xbox booth here at Gamescom. It is loud, it is crazy, and there are a million things to do here. I think I'm going to start with Starfield because that is the game I'm most looking forward to, but also there's a Porsche over there, and I'm going to go check that out. Nice. They got the Starfield suit over there. Let's go. This is ground control to Major Tom. I'm stepping through the door.
Hell yeah. We're going motorcycle.
So close, and I'm not gonna get it again. I'm gonna try one more. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Sometimes you just gotta know when to walk away. I'm walking away, brokenhearted. God! He was right there the whole time. He didn't say anything. It doesn't really hurt. I'm just hamming it up for the camera. That is the Xbox booth at Gamescom. Day one, there are a million things to see here. I'm slightly overstimulated right now. I rode a motorcycle. I got a tattoo on my arm. I got inside of a spacesuit, and now I'm flanked on either side by two extraordinarily menacing looking men with a fountain of blood behind me, and it's kind of gross, and I'm a little bit frightened right now. Keep it right here at IGN to see if I survive. Gamescom. I am Seth Macy with IGN. I am joined by Matt Perslow.
Hello.
We are here to talk about where wins meet. Matt, what is where wins meet? And that's a hard sentence to say, by the way.
It is what seems like giant Chinese mythology-based kind of open world RPG. I guess the easiest way is it's got a little bit of that Ghost of Tsushima about it.
Ooh.
But
I'm listening.
It is massive.
Yeah.
And so we only got about half an hour to play it, maybe 40 minutes. And I don't even know where to begin with this game. There is so much.
You gotta begin somewhere. We only have so much time.
So there's pretty good combat. What I will say, like that's what we saw. There's it starts on a horse. We're on a horse firing arrows, leaping off the side of the horse, doing QTEs to bat people off the side. Very, very cool. Into a boss fight. Not very Soulsy, I will say. It's got, you're gonna have to parry, you're gonna have to block.
So it's action, or it's not turn-based, it's action RPG.
Yeah, it's action RPG. You've got like the stamina and you've got the health bar and you've got kind of a lot of like the parry and riposte system. I wouldn't say it was anywhere near as difficult as a Souls, so I think if you're worried about that, I wouldn't worry about it. Much closer to the sort of combat that you had in Ghost of Tsushima. Okay. A lot of that kind of like steel on steel kind of effect, which is good. But then after that boss fight, we got thrown into an open world and it was pretty much do what you want. So I'm wondering if there's a little bit of kind of the Zelda about it. I wonder if it's sort of like free form, go and do what you want. What I did there was not what I was expecting. I thought this would be a fairly full-on kind of combat game. I was finding weird statues that had riddles on them, and I was turning statues around to get prizes.
Nice.
I was going into villages and dealing with pickpockets and chasing a goose around a village.
Realistic goose chasing.
Yeah. I was, there's flights in this game apparently, all sorts of very wushu style, like jumping around. I went into a village full of statues and we're throwing little rocks at them and turning them back into humans. It's wild. There's a very, very vast kind of like power system that you, I guess, assign to a lot of the face buttons. I had very little time to work out how it all works. What I can tell you is that one of the abilities is summoning in a goat to have the goat charge through and hit things.
Yes!
It is, like, I was assuming it was going to be quite serious, but it's not. It is full on like those kind of like wushu films with all of the leaping around, like cutting arrows in half. It's got a lot of that vibe going on.
Wow, it sounds like you're describing like 8 different games.
Yeah, it really felt very over. I'm slightly worried it might be a bit over scoped, that there might be a bit too much. But I'll hold judgment on that until we've actually got the final thing, which does feel that it's probably going to be quite far away. I don't think it's coming out anytime soon.
All right, cool. Did you have like a pre-rolled character? Are you able to make your own character? How does that work?
So after the tutorial, it kind of put you into a part where you were playing like the uncle of this little boy, or well, androgynous sort of character, which then it turns out that's who you are.
Okay.
And you then get to choose whether they're male or female. It then goes into one of the most in-depth character creators I've ever seen in my life.
How so? Like, what makes it so crazy?
To the point where you can change the depth and size of the bit that goes in between your nostrils.
Ah, the filtus.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what it's really called.
But so much, like many different hairstyles, but also you could change each individual cheekbone, forehead, the way that the eyebrows are kind of tilted, literally everything. I think if you remember like the Black Desert Online character creator, which kind of went viral a few years ago, it was almost felt like that times 2.
So you could just make whoever you want, basically.
Pretty much,
game.
yeah.
Oh, wow, that is.
It was very wild. So yeah, kind of much more of a RPG than I thought, because then you go into the stats section. And I assumed that if there were going to be stats in this would be rolled a bit like the Dark Souls, kind of like strength, dexterity,
like,
endurance.
Yeah, basic RPG sort of
stuff.
stuff.
No, like charisma and
gotta have charisma.
And sight. So I get the impression there's a lot more of the kind of like the traditional more D&D side of a thing where we're going to be chatting with characters. There's going to be the importance of how you interact with characters as well as interact with your swords.
Right, okay, cool.
So yeah, I sort of went in assuming that it was one thing and came out. I sort of don't have a clue what it actually is. There's so much of it.
So you have more questions after playing it.
Yeah.
How long did you get to play?
For about half an hour to 40 minutes. And
you did all of those things?
And there were bosses to fight. There were kind of like little encampments where there was obviously loads of enemies to scrap with. I really don't know where the game starts and ends at this point. Like, I wish that it was a more curated demo rather than a Gamescom throw you in. But what I can say is there's a lot here. And it'll be really interesting over the next, whether it's months or even years before this game comes out, it'll be interesting to see how all of that develops.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. You got me hyped on it. You can summon goats and chase gooses. I mean, why not? But we are at Gamescom. It is crazy. We're seeing all sorts of games. Make sure to keep it right here at IGN for the best of Gamescom. Big X Gamescom. I'm Seth Macy. I'm joined by Destin Legary. How's it going, Destin?
It's going great.
You just played Forza Motorsport.
Well, I didn't play it, but somebody else was playing it on the sticks on an Xbox Series X, and we actually saw it behind closed doors at Summer of Gaming, so just a few months ago. This build has had a ton of work done to it, and I was very happy to see how good it was looking.
Yeah?
You know, they're targeting 4K, 60 frames per second on the Xbox Series X, and the game was looking great.
Yeah?
So I'm happy to report just that visual improvements can be seen in this build versus the one from just a few months ago.
That's very exciting. So it's nice, smooth gameplay?
Yeah, nice, smooth gameplay. Excellent. The big announcement for Gamescom was Nürburgring being part of the...
That's the best one!
It is one of the best tracks in racing games. If you know racing games, you know. But the one that they took, I'm going to use my notes, I'm going to cheat a little bit, was the Mugello circuit from Italy, I believe.
Yeah.
So the Mugello circuit was the one that we raced on today, and we took an Audi around the track in the new mode called Challenge the Grid.
What's Challenge the Grid?
So Challenge the Grid is a mode where you get to select like sedans, for example. They showed BMW, they showed Mercedes and Audi. So the racer selected an Audi and took it through the circuit on the track that I mentioned earlier, right? And it was really great. The new XP system really enforces clean racing. It reinforces the aspect of...
So no more Days of Thunder, rubbing his racing kind of...
Yeah.
All right.
And I really like that. As I got really into Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
Right. When it was out, I got the steering wheel and everything, and I've been waiting for the next sim to come along to get into. And I really, really like this idea of here's a car, learn how to use this car, level it up, and then dominate with said car. That's sort of the loop that they're going for. So seeing that clean corners gets you XP, and every little thing that you do that is correct from a sim racing perspective gets you XP was really nice, because it's a passive way to reinforce you as a player to get better at the video game.
Yeah.
So I like that a lot.
Maybe people don't really understand fully, like Forza Motorsport is sim heavy, but Forza Horizon is more just like, hey, go do
jump
whatever.
off
A mountain. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a big difference between the two. And if you're not aware, Forza Horizon is the arcade game.
Yeah.
Forza Motorsport is the sim racing game. So this is the game where people are going to buy the steering wheel, and they just updated the website with all the steering wheels supported.
Ooh,
Hopefully
yes.
my cheapo Logitech is still on the list. And so that has been a big news bait for Gamescom. The Nürburgring, as we mentioned earlier, 500 cars at launch.
Oh, wow.
And I believe they said 20 tracks, but I'm sure the commenters will correct me if I'm wrong, that have been fully...
Please correct him if he's wrong.
Yeah, that have been fully rebuilt. We already mentioned the two. I know there was the one from Africa that was introduced as a previous announcement, and I will be curious to see some of the others, like Laguna Seca, I know is on the list. So
SoCal, baby.
Some of the big hits that people really enjoy are on the list already, and I'm curious what the remainder of those tracks are going to be as we get closer to launch, which is October. It's right around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get to see any of the other cars or just the Audi?
So they showed the Audi, Mercedes, and BMW, like I said.
Oh, okay.
And
wait, they showed the Audi, Mercedes, and BMW at
As
Gamescom
sedans.
in Germany.
Yeah. Interesting, right?
Okay, that's fine.
And it looks great. I really like the presentation style this time around.
Yeah?
That's something we didn't see last time. So last time they kind of just showed us a race and then moved on to the next. They're like, all right, yeah, you get XP and you'll level up your cars. And I didn't really understand the concept. Now with this new mode that they've introduced, with like this really slick introduction and like a little bit of history about the cars and why the sedan has become sort of more of a entry-level sports vehicle that you can utilize. I love how they handled that, and it gets me more excited to play knowing that there's going to be multiple events like this where I can learn a new car, level it up, and then move on to the next one and start all over again. I like that loop.
Yeah. What did you like the most about your time with the demo? Or I guess you didn't play it, but watching, like what kind of really stuck out for you?
Honestly, like just seeing the level of polish that the team has managed to put on it in just a few months, that was one of my concerns after I saw it at Summer Game. I'm like, it looks kind of early.
Yeah, and that was two months ago?
Yeah,
so.
that was 2 months ago. So to see the jump already in just a few months has me even more excited about October. It does seem like they still have to finalize a few things, but I think it has all the markings of an excellent Forza Motorsport. I can't wait to play.
I'm right there with you. I'm pretty damn excited. And this is a Game Pass game because it's a first party.
That's correct.
So Game Pass day one, everyone will be out there smashing into each
That's
other. I mean,
absolutely
clean
correct.
racing.
Yeah, clean racing.
Please.
We should go see the demo. It looks like we can get in there pretty easy.
Really? Yeah, let's do
go
it. All right, well, I'm Seth Macy. This is Destin Ligari. We are at Gamescom at the Xbox booth. We just checked out Forza Motorsport. For more Xbox, everything actually, Gamescom, keep it right here on IGN.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Keem Lawanson, and in today's Fix of Entertainment news, we finally know when we can expect Rick and Morty Season 7. And we've got some details and the synopsis for the upcoming season, plus some spicy Dune Part 2 news you might be interested in hearing. All this and more in today's Fix. Let's drop it. And we have a premiere date for Rick and Morty Season 7 coming to Adult Swim October 15th. Now, the Rick and Morty Twitter X handle posted this with the reveal showcasing a really cool poster featuring Rick, Morty, and Summer. Now, movie fans will recognize this as a parody of the Bad Boys movie poster featuring Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, and Téa Leoni. Now, maybe this is a subtle way of teasing Will Smith and Martin Lawrence will voice the titular characters. Now, of course not. Anyways, regardless, it's great to see them back in action and coming back in just a couple of months. But I think most fans are more interested in hearing what Rick and Morty will sound like without co-creator Justin Roiland. Now, Roiland was let go by Adult Swim earlier this year after domestic abuse charges were levied against him. Now, those charges have since been dropped, and Roiland released a statement on Twitter stating he's determined to move forward, focus on restoring his good name, and work on his creative projects. Now, what those creative projects are remains to be seen, but at this point, it can be assumed it'll neither be Rick and Morty or Solar Opposites related. Both Adult Swim and Hulu have severed ties with the creator and likely have no plans of bringing him back on board either projects despite the recent legal developments. And while we still have no clue as to who will be voicing Rick and Morty in true Adult Swim fashion, the company did joke about what we can expect from the new voices in the official synopsis for the upcoming season. Quote, Rick and Morty are back and sounding more like themselves than ever. It's Season 7 and the possibilities are endless. What's up with Jerry, Evil Summer, and will they ever go back to the high school? Maybe not, but let's find out. There's probably less piss than last season. Rick and Morty, 100 years, or at least until season 10. The synopsis jokes about Rick and Morty sounding more like themselves than ever, which could mean what show producer Steve Levy teased at this year's Comic-Con could hold true on the direction the team's taking with the new voices. Quote, "We are closing in on the end of our process of the recast. It's going to be great. I'm thoroughly impressed. That's the thing, I don't want to be overshadowed." And he also confirmed that they'll be using sound-alikes, but the characters will remain the same characters. Well, I would hope so. Even Adult Swim's president had words to say about season 7. Quote, "Thanks to the talent of the entire show team, we can all enjoy 10 new episodes that yet again raise the bar for comedy and animation. This season proves that the geniuses at work on Rick and Morty are just getting started." Now, while both Adult Swim and the crew behind Rick and Morty have a lot of confidence in the upcoming season, fans will have to wait and see what we can expect come October 15th. In other news, Dune Part 2 has been delayed to 2024. And with the ongoing WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes, it should be no surprise that WB decided to push the film from its original November 3rd, 2023 date to March 15th, 2024. Now, the stars of the film will likely be unable to promote the movie in solidarity. Now, this has definitely affected WB's release slate, with the next Godzilla, Kong, and Lord of the Rings films being moved to accommodate Dune Part 2's shift. April 12th, 2024 and December 13th, 2024 respectively. Now, as the strikes continue, we'll likely see more movies being pushed back and delayed, and we'll keep you updated as things progress. And our final story is a sad one, as wrestling fans mourn the sudden loss of Wyndham Rotunda, aka WWE superstar Bray Wyatt. Now, Triple H tweeted this message informing fans of the tragic news. He reportedly suffered a heart attack after a bout of COVID earlier in the year exacerbated some existing heart problems he had. Now, it's been a terrible week for wrestling fans, as Hall of Famer Terry Funk also passed away a few days ago at the age of 79. Now, Bray Wyatt wrestled under many aliases throughout his professional career, the most notable and iconic being the 59. Now, Bray Wyatt wrestled under many aliases throughout his professional career, the most notable and iconic being The Fiend. In and out of the ring, his creativity was endless, and at the age of 36, the WWE Universe, the WWE family, lost a legend far too soon. Now, he'll definitely be missed by friends, family, and fans alike. And on that note, that was your fix of entertainment news for today. I'm Akeem Lawanson. Thank you all so much for watching. Now that you're caught up on today's news, please check out our previous episode. Download the IGN app on all your devices, and for everything else, stick with IGN.
Day 5 of Gamescom Studio is here. Today is all about dressing to impress when the Gamescom Cosplay Contest and Awards showcases the coolest costumes of this year's event. Then join us as we announce the winners, including Best Dress, Best Build, Fan Favorite, and Best Overall Costume. So sit back, relax, and get comfy, because Day 5 of Gamescom Studio live on IGN starts right now.
Hello and welcome. It is the dawn of the final day of Gamescom Studio, and today is all about cosplay. I'm Max Scoville.
And I'm Stella Chung. Today we'll be announcing the winners for the annual Gamescom Cosplay Contest powered by Mini, and also showing off a bunch of brand new trailers for upcoming games.
Coming up, we'll be showcasing the costumes of this year's show, whether they were off the rack or meticulously handcrafted. Plus, we will announce the fan favorite winner voted by you.
Here to help us do all that is a member of the cosplay community, our very own special guest, the distinguished Mr. Poole. Welcome.
Welcome.
Hello, everybody. I'm happy to be here. Woo! Hello.
Now, before we get started, just a reminder to go check out Gamescom Epics, the official text adventure game of the show. It's a ton of fun, and it's your chance to win cool prizes, even if you couldn't make it to the show in person. Head to now.gamescom.global to find out more.
And, of course, don't miss out on important Gamescom updates by following the official accounts on your social media platform of choice.
Now, let's get into it. Mr. Poole, I want to know a little bit about who you are, what you do, how you got into cosplay. How did you get started dressing up as Deadpool?
I started with Deadpool for 5 years.
Why Deadpool?
Deadpool is a nice character. nice, yeah, you have a nice character, and it's funny, and the costume is amazing.
You have a lot of fun. You do a lot of really funny videos on social media. Can you tell us sort of about what you do exactly?
Yeah, my content is comedy as Deadpool. Funny videos, prank other people.
What's your favorite prank you've done?
Oof, my favorite prank. I think my favorite pranks are on conventions, when the people don't know that I'm coming from the behind or on the stairs with my hand to the girlfriend from another guy or something.
I love those. Those are so funny.
Now, let's talk about this year's cosplay competition presented by Mini. That all wrapped up last night, and there were 30 cosplayers competing in a total of 6 categories were up for grabs. There's Best Dressed, Best Built, Fan Favorite, and the top 3 best costumes, and we'll be showing off all of the contestants and then revealing the winners at the end of our show. Now, Mr. Poole, you were one of the judges for this contest. Can you tell us a little bit about sort of the process and how that works?
Before the Gamescom starts, we got 95 cosplayers for what is the word for that? For the
prejudging, right? Yes.
Yes. I do it on my vacation, and it was the same process. We had a laptop, and we had the categories: proportion, dress.
Okay.
Artwork, design.
Now, what's something that judges specifically look for? Like, what's the mark of a really good costume?
The colors to the original, the proportions or
right, the right details.
Yeah.
And yes,
the details, and how the cosplayers feel this character.
Okay. So like you and Deadpool, how you become the character.
Yeah.
It's not just the costume, it's actually kind of becoming the character overall. Very cool.
What would you say, how do you get through so many people, so many costumes?
Was many costumes. It was hard to decide. Yeah. Very hard. Because it was so amazing costumes, so amazing artworks. And but only it was 6 or 5 can win.
Oh, okay.
Now, each year the competition takes place downstairs in Hall 5 at the world's famous Gamescom Cosplay Village, and it is packed with incredible costumes and characters from all over the multiverses. But there are also a whole lot of onlookers, and they're just taking in the sights, checking out the costumes, and it really has to be seen to be believed. So here is a look at what it's like at the Cosplay Village. Take a look.
I'm at the Gamescom Cosplay Village right now. This is where the cosplay community comes together to show off their skills, flex a little bit on some incredible costumes, and it all comes together tonight at the Cosplay Contest powered by Mini. Really busy in the Cosplay Village powered by Mini today. It's a little overwhelming. This is Epic and Remedy's Alan Wake 2 experience. If you want to get really spooky and scary, this is the place to go. Ooh, I sure am hungry. Oh, thankfully there's a mushroom growing on here. What could go wrong? Can you explain what's going on behind us?
Yeah, here at the cosplay repair booth, cosplayer can come here when they have broken cosplay or anything, like in transit, it broke, or during a competition. And we have materials here so they can fix almost everything that happens with cosplays.
So what are the sort of common repairs that you see happening over here?
Yeah, most stuff is like 3D prints breaking, or some seam broke, so they need a little bit of stitching up, and hot glue here and there. That's the most stuff.
How much hot glue do you think you go through in a weekend here?
In a weekend, like 46.
So if you are hot, you need to get off your feet, you're wearing a gigantic costume, and you need a place to just chill out, there is a maid cafe set up for just such a purpose. Also, this is a place where maybe you could find your match. Put your photo on the wall and see if you find somebody who likes it, and then hey, maybe you hit it off. Lifelong companionship. All right, can you tell us what people can expect here at Artist Alley?
At the Artist Alley at the Gamescom, you can expect many artists with different art styles, many amazing works, and I'm also myself always surprised what artists can create. There's always new artists at the Artist Alley, and it's just an experience to be here.
And you're doing art live right now? Is this your work right here?
Yes, I really love to draw live at Gamescom, and people are really interested to watch me draw.
Who's your favorite character to do artwork of?
Oh, that's really a hard question. I really love many fandoms like Dragon Ball, Pokemon, or Zelda. I'm a big Zelda fan. There's just many, but if I would have to choose, it's Zelda probably.
Hi, we're at the showcase booth at the Cosplay Village at the Gamescom, and we're basically a non-profit organization that is trying to give cosplayers a home at this convention where they can meet up, where they can have photo shootings, group meetings, all kinds of stage activities, have their photos printed, mini games, whatever they want to do. And yeah, we just want to give those people a home and a place to connect and have fun.
How much does it cost for someone to come here and get their photo taken?
That's the great thing. So we got a couple of sponsors, so whatever they want to do here, have their photos taken and printed, doesn't cost them a single penny.
Okay, we're at the booth for Blue Protocol by Amazon Games. So how long have you been cosplaying? And I assume you're a big Blue Protocol fan? What's that? Oh, your friend. Oh! Gamescom! Dankeschön, that was awesome. Thank you so much. We got one more thing. We just needed to sign this release form. Yeah, so if you think it looks busy now, wait until tonight when the Cosplay Contest powered by Mini is happening. This place is going to be explosive. It's going to be off the roof. The roof might shoot off the building tonight, so make sure you come by and check it out. It's going to be awesome.
The Cosplay Village is actually so awesome. There are so many different things they added this year, and I got to go last year and try to do some repairs on my own cosplay that got a little damaged, and it gets packed for awards night. It is crazy. What was it like being a judge and trying to get to the stage for the cosplay contest?
I was nervous. Yeah. Like this time too, I'm really nervous.
Yeah, you're doing great.
It's not like...
Oh, we got a little feedback there for
a little sample of what it sounds like. I was
Yeah.
going to ask, how does the crowd react to the costumes? What are they excited? Are they respectful?
From the viewer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was good applause, and the people celebrate the cosplayers. It was fair.
Do we see cosplayers trying to impress the crowd?
The what?
Do they try to impress the crowd? Do some of them sort of put on a little show?
off?
Yeah. One of the cosplayer used a magic fog, a special fog for the show, and yeah, it was nice.
We'll be taking a look at that a little bit later. Now, the first award category is for Best Dress. Mr. Poole, can you explain what that means compared to the other awards?
Best dress. Best dress. It's for best dress.
Is it
the work with? It's the handwork, how to finish a costume.
Okay, but
looks.
Is it
original
when
looks?
Is it when they buy the costume, or is it when they just the look?
Yeah, self-made.
Self-made. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, let's take a look at some of last night's nominees.
My name is Anzi, and I'm cosplaying to be from Nier Automata.
Very nice, very nice. So I can see a sword, I can see a skirt, I can see shoes and boots and everything. But what is this costume made of entirely? Like, what did you use? What materials?
I used sweat fabric for my dress. For my boot covers, I used leather, and for my sword is made from plastic pipe.
How long did it take you to finish all of this?
I think it took me about 3 to 4 weeks, but it's also a costume that I started working on 2018.
What is your favorite piece of the costume?
I think that my favorite piece of the costume is the bodysuit, which you cannot entirely see. Like, it's also hidden, but the amount of details that this piece of fabric has, it's insane. It took me so long to make it, and the top part took me 3 to 4 tries to make it, and I used different kind of fabrics until I ended up to this kind of fabric, which is sweat. I tried leather, I tried velvet, but it didn't sit right with me, so I had to try again and again, spend so many money on different materials till I get it right. And I got it, and I'm very happy.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it worked out, and it looks amazing. Thank you very much.
Why did you choose this character in particular? First of all, you're doing it very good justice. But
thank you. And I just choose this character because I like this game. I just play all of the Tales of series. And normally my character has a white and red outfit, but I just doing some changes with the wings and so on. But I just like this outfit, so I'm really sure, and I want to take this again.
And they're really cool wings. Are they heavy?
No, actually I just made it really easily to use. It's with PL5.
Awesome. I wish you the best of luck for the competition, and thanks for speaking to us.
Thank you.
I'm here with Sansa Stark from Game of Thrones. This is absolutely incredible. So, first of all, gingers, yes. Second of all, this looks incredible. It's really great. What made you choose this character?
Because first of all, I love Game of Thrones. It's like a great show. And second, because Sansa has such an awesome character development, and she's such a badass character at the end when she's finally the Queen of the North, and that's what the dress is. She's the queen.
All right, good luck for the competition. It looks amazing, and it's also uncanny because you're also not just, you don't just look good, you also are beautiful and also have the look ready. So is that something that you consider when choosing a character?
Yes, I choose do I like the dress? Do I like her actions? Do I like how she acts? Because cosplaying is not just looking like it, it's also like acting a little bit like it. And I don't want to act like a jerk all day at a convention.
All right, so you're in character all day. Okay, I can't wait to see the performance, and I wish you good luck.
Thank you very much.
Guys, we got a Witcher cosplay here, and I already told her she basically looks better than the Netflix version. I mean, it's like, it's a very nice costume.
Thanks very much.
So it's not a secret, you're cosplaying Jennifer.
Yes, I am.
So what is this costume made of? I can see feathers.
Well, it's feathers. It's mostly cotton. Also some fake leather.
Guys, you maybe don't even see it, but I can see it because we're so close to each other. She even has the right eye color. Like, that's some commitment,
Smoke.
Oh, you see, there's even smoke. So I don't even need to ask you, but why Jennifer?
Well, she's just badass, and because I want to feel like her, so I dress like her.
Yeah, and that's how you do it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm still impressed. I don't know what to say. Thank you very much.
Thanks. I'm glad I was part of the costume contest.
Okay, Jessie, why did you pick this character to cosplay?
Ich habe ziemlich lange Horizon gespielt, den ersten Teil, und habe dann den zweiten Teil auch angefangen. Und da war ich genau bei der Zeremonie, wo sie das Outfit bekommt, und fand es einfach mega geil, die Farben, alles zusammen irgendwie. Und ich hatte davor schon 2 Outfits von ihr und fand es einfach richtig geil, diese ganzen Details und einfach sich da drin irgendwie zu verlieben, das zu machen. Ja.
Well, the good thing about Aloy obviously is that she has a lot of like different outfits and like different armor for different regions, and this is the one from the beginning, from the ceremony, and she was really happy with the color scheme, and so that was the one that she chose. What is your favorite part about the cosplay?
Das Kopfteil, yes, it's so pretty.
It's big and colorful, and it looks really good on you.
Thank you.
So over the last year, she took part in many cosplay competitions and conventions, and also it was a good fit because the cosplay could fit into one luggage, but putting everything on with the paint and everything actually takes 2 hours. So there's food for thought. Thank you so much, and good luck for the competition.
And thank you.
Okay, those are awesome. Okay, so Max, I have to ask, because you had some reactions to some of these. What was your favorite cosplay?
Oh man, I honestly was really impressed with the Sansa Stark one, because it's like there's like embroidery in there, you know. And there's something about it where you see these big, really impressive, like massive scale ones, and those are really impressive on their own. But I think there's also something about getting the it's not even what I would call like fun details, but like the craftsmanship of having to sew, and just a really beautiful costume like that. Something I was thinking about, though, that's pretty funny, is because there is this performative element.
Yeah.
It actually, I feel like Sansa's a pretty easy one because she's such a reserved character. Like she just kind of sits really still.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I don't know, if you've got to be 2B, you've got to learn like martial arts and some choreography. Which
or if you're Deadpool, you have to be funny and use your body for humor. So when you were looking at this outfit, what was the most impressive thing she made?
I like the color of the cosplay. It's it's like the original in the series, in the movie, and she do a package with the she play cosplay. She do it. She feel it.
Yeah. How did you feel about the Yennefer one? You were talking about. Well, we were talking before, but about movies and different representations. Did you like the TV adaptation of Yennefer or this Yennefer that was from the game, the cosplay?
From the movie.
No, oh, really? So you want to see that one?
Yeah, she nailed it. She
I
did a
know.
really good job.
Did she tell you how she did the smoke?
Yeah, this was what I talking about. The fog on the hands. This was great detail. What I like.
Yeah.
That's really tricky. Yeah.
But now I see the lights. Before I don't see the lights in the fog.
Oh.
She had lights in the fog, like purple. On the interview, she showed purple lights on the fog.
Oh.
And on the contest, I don't see that.
That's an action feature.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Stella, what was your favorite?
I think Aloy, just because of all the colors and the headpiece. You can see each piece is hand wrapped with different twine, and they're dipped in colors.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
So all of the details here were really cool. And you can see just how much she loves her character. When she was on the stage, she was reenacting some of the sequences. Also, look at the beads on her chest piece. That must have been so annoying to do each one.
The thing I like about this is that it's not like the box art Aloy.
Yes.
Like there's always that default version of a video game character that we see everywhere. But then you actually play the game and you wind up with like a custom armor set. And she clearly plays the game and actually, she picked one that she really liked.
Yeah, like you have the Deadpool outfit, but sometimes you wear Goku over it.
Yeah, I mixed that with everything.
Yeah.
Kakashi, Goku.
I love when you get the X-Men jersey. That's my favorite bit, is when just Deadpool wants to be in the X-Men.
X-Force?
X-Force, yeah.
Yeah.
No, there was a bit in the comics where he wore like he tried to wear their colors, and they were like, "What, dude? What are you doing? Knock it off." Anyway, we need to take a quick break, but when we return, the Best Built Award nominees. Right now, let's take a look at Thrive. Heavy Lies the Crown.
It is you, the one I left to rule. I see that you have found our people a new home in the lands of Nissamor. The keep and a stockpile provide stability for your new settlement. Integral to your growth is a vast array of resources. Plentiful stores see your kingdom expand and rise. As your kingdom grows, so too will its concerns. The path you tread decides your fate, and your conscience is your guide. A benevolent ruler shows compassion for the earth and its kin. A tyrannical ruler takes pleasure in exploitation and torture. Travel across these vast lands, opening up a fresh world of trade and diplomacy. As your community grows, strangers from far and wide will find themselves at your door, whether you're ready or not. You cannot outrun the Walgrim. It lurks here too, stirred by every decision made. We have only known its cruelty, but there are whispers, claims of its kindness. Those native to Nissamor may attack your kingdom at a moment's notice. These threats can be met alone or alongside allies. Long may you reign, and long may you thrive.
The Cinefix Top 100. A list so secretive even we don't know what movies are on it or where they rank.
What do you mean you don't know?
Each episode will reveal one of the movies.
Did I rush it? Felt like I rushed it. That was good, I liked it.
Talk about why it belongs and finally find out where it ranks.
Are you not entertained?
Are any of the movies we've shown here even on the list? I have no idea, and it drives me crazy. Join us as we find out on the Cinefix Top 100, Mondays starting July 3rd.
Why so serious?
Hey, you! Yes, you! Do you have fun? Fear of missing Gamescom? Relax. Gamescom is everywhere you want. Gamescom now. Register now.
Tune into IGN1 on your smart TVs for the latest news on your favorite releases, gameplay exclusives, and all the entertainment you can handle.
Cinefix on IGN1, your friendly Friday night home for film fanaticism.
You're watching The Weekly Fix, ready to fill you in on anything you may have missed in the world of gaming and entertainment.
Welcome to Should I Play This? This is what to watch here on IGN1.
Find it all in one place for free on IGN1.
They turned into a network. Who knew?
And we're back. This is the 2023 Gamescom Cosplay Contest, powered by Mini. Mr. Poole, can you tell us a little bit about the best built category?
The best built category. How many time the cosplayers have to work on this cosplay? How many materials? And when the cosplay is bigger and harder to work on the single edits on it's some cosplays have electric artworks inside or lights or that's yeah
they get very impressive. We've got some right now. Let's take a look.
If there's one thing I learned from this contest over the years, it's that the French go hard. This is such a great look. Tell us your name and the character that you are cosplaying.
Yes, of course. So first of all, thank you for to be here, and I'm so happy to be here at the Gamescom. It's my first time, and I made this costume. It's from Monster Hunter World video games. And
what is your favorite part about the look?
I think my favorite part was the skulls. Just because I use airbrush and it was my first time. And it's really cool. Yes.
It doesn't look like it's your first time. Seriously, it looks so good. I'm also a big fan of the mouthpiece. It's really cool.
Yes, it's an airbrush too. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
All right, we welcome another warrior. Can you say us what your name is and who you are cosplaying?
I'm Crimson Cosplay aka Philip, and I'm Negigante from Monster Hunter World.
So, what is your favorite part from the cosplay?
I like the helmet most and my sword.
And were those both the ones that were the most challenging to make?
The horns at my helmet.
The horns on the helmet, really? Why?
Too many spikes on it.
I respect that you're super proud of the sword, but I really love this. I think that's so cool.
That's difficult to build this. It was really easy.
Really? Because it looks difficult because of the screws and all of that.
This piece was a bit difficult to make round, but the rest was easy.
Oh my god.
Many spikes.
Okay, beware of the spikes. Thank you so much and good luck for the competition. Okay, here we have a man who's carrying around his little friend Jeremy, who has confirmedly at this convention stolen a lot of hair from unsuspecting ladies. So we're gonna be careful here. Hello, can you tell us your name and the character you are portraying?
Ich heiße Christian und bin ein Custom Character aus dem Spiel Hunt Showdown.
Okay, so the character is custom designed because there has not been a skin so far in the game. So he just thought, you know what, I'll just do that myself, because why not? To make Jeremy cuter, he got a little hat and like tiny pistols because you're not throwing him at people to make it explode, which is like a very animal-friendly feature that we are in full support of. Actually, not only is he participating in the cosplay contest, but also he met the developers here at Gamescom and was like, yo, this is a skin from your game that I kind of made up. Maybe you could use this as inspiration or just think about creating a thing like that, and that I find is very, very cool. Best of luck for the competition. I think you look awesome, and that is just, yeah, my mind is blown, you guys. And also, Jeremy, thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. Enjoy Gamescom, Jeremy. Thank you, Jeremy. That's awesome.
This costume is amazing. What is your name and what is your cosplay name?
I am Hitsuki Cosplay, and my cosplay is Hermias Mora from the Elder Scrolls.
Oh, we got the Elder Scrolls here. It looks fantastic. I gotta ask you, what is this made of?
Oh, it's made of quite a lot of things, like different kinds of fabric. It's out of foam or foam clay, out of warbler, and a lot of electronics inside.
I mean, it sounds like you spend quite some time putting it together. How much time, let's say approximately, did you spend?
I spent like 3 to 4 months on it, like always in the evenings and the weekends.
Why do you love this character so much?
Well, in the Elder Scrolls universe, he's like a Daedric god, and he's the god of wisdom. And I like this wisdom thing.
I see. And if you, I mean, I can already see you're looking into this book, and I've been trying to get a little sneak while you were talking. What is your favorite piece? I guess it's the book, right?
It is the book.
What is special about it?
It's the black book in the game, and
I see.
if the people read it, they get insane.
Oh, but we're not getting insane.
I
We're
hope so.
No. We're not getting insane. We're just getting started. Guys, stay tuned. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Guys, I jinxed it. I said there's not many people that I have to look up to, and now we got a cosplay that's just insane. And what is your cosplay here? What is your costume?
I'm from Warhammer 40k, a Space Marine from the Blood Angels.
I mean, I'm almost too terrified to ask, but how long did it take you to make this costume?
Well, in the contest, I'm going to wear my wings and my jump pack, and I got the chainsaw which moves the chain, and that took me about, I would say, 600 hours in 6 months. And it's my first cosplay.
It's his first cosplay, guys. That's just amazing. And what is it made of? I can see a lot of material, but what is it made of entirely?
Basically, it's out of EVA foam. Nothing is 3D printed. Almost nothing is 3D printed. It's all EVA foam.
So it's all handmade, you would say?
Handmade.
Jesus Christ, that's just amazing. And why this character? Why not something else? I mean, there's a ton of characters.
Yeah.
What is it that you love the most about this character?
Yeah, I love Warhammer 40k since I'm a kid. And when I took up cosplay last year, I did it because I made a Warhammer room in our house. And I thought a chainsaw would be nice. Then I made a chainsaw, and then I thought, now I need a Space Marine. So I built a Space Marine from my favorite Legion.
This is how it happens, I guess. And what is your favorite part of this costume?
I would say the chainsaw, because it moves. It looks so cool. And it makes the chains noise. The engine sound is so nice.
I think I'm just impressed. There's nothing else to say. Thank you very much and good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, I have one thing to say. Glory to the Emperor!
Yeah.
That was an amazing Warhammer cosplay. What? You were talking about machinery and lights.
That was about the talk.
Yes.
Talk about this costumes. Big costumes with many working details, like the fork or the working
chainsaw.
Something. Yeah.
That was his first cosplay? What am I doing with my life? I just feel talentless.
Creative people.
Terrible. That's amazing. I feel like maybe he's an engineer by day.
Probably.
Like that's very possible. This is so impressive. I love how normally when you see people doing really amazing Warhammer stuff, it's like terrain building or really, really good mini painting. And then you get something that is the furthest thing from a mini possible, and it's in fact 9 feet tall. Amazing.
I love the shoulder piece and how blood is written in red. That might be my favorite detail.
Yeah.
I think that's the one part of this that might actually be harder to do on a small scale. Try to get all to hand paint blood or whatever.
Yeah.
Like in this case, I like that it kind of looks like refrigerator magnet letters, you know? Like a little bit.
You arrange it.
But you know, like scary.
So I know we both, when we were watching the cosplay, when we saw the little cockroach character, the little bug with the guns, you said that was a nice detail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you go into detail about like why you liked that specific thing? Because it's not a...
Yeah, the small details. The small details. Not everybody uses small details. They make the cosplay the big details and the small details, like my watch.
Yeah.
Not every Deadpool have the small details, and I like it when cosplayer use the small details
And that was
from the
also-
movies or from the games.
And that was also a custom skin too. So it's a kind of an original character, right? So do you also judge for original characters just how much there is, like the cloth, armor, props?
Can you repeat, please?
Yes, of course. No, so for original characters, because you don't have, a character to look at to compare, how do you judge original characters like this one?
It's hard because the other one are from games or movies. This is our own character, but he's free to use everything for this cosplay. But he used it perfectly for this. This was one of my favorites because he has so many details, and it's own character. I like this.
Yeah,
I like this.
So the hunter beetle is sort of a fan favorite thing in the community, and it's I love the touch about like people that you can throw them and they blow up, and that's kind of sad. But this guy's got his own guns, which is lovely. I mean, it really does look like a custom cosmetic that they would have as DLC or whatever.
I love that he got to talk to the devs and be like, hey, maybe this could be a thing in the game.
Now we also have Hermaeus Mora from Elder Scrolls Online, which it took me a second to realize there's also a gigantic statue at the Xbox booth. And this one's full of lights and all that. But again, I love, like, the lights are impressive, the tentacles are impressive, but there's something really special about the book. The book is just such a really cool, just a really nice touch. I don't know. Mr. Poole, did you get a look at the book? Did you get to see it up close? I guess we're getting a close-up look at it.
Yeah.
Now. Yeah. I'm just,
Did you go?
Yeah, this is what I mean. This details. Somebody use a book.
Yeah.
With nothing inside, and this great detail on every side is something, and yeah.
This is so cool.
And this character wasn't even humanoid, so she made it human-ish, like with a body, because it's just a squid head, or the blob.
Cool. We've got more cosplay on the way, but first we've got a trailer for Billy Bust Up. Take a look.
Trying to steal my stuff, are we? Well, that's not very nice. There's a million gruesome ways to die. There must be something we can try. We're sure your death will be second to
Tune into IGN1 on your smart TVs for the latest news on your favorite releases, gameplay exclusives, and all the entertainment you can handle.
Cinefix on IGN1, your friendly Friday night home for film fanaticism.
You're watching The Weekly Fix, ready to fill you in on anything you may have missed in the world of gaming and entertainment.
Welcome to Should I Play This? This is what to watch here on IGN1.
Find it all in one place for free on IGN1.
They turned into a network. Who knew?
Be there. Be strong. Be fierce. Be better. Be different. Be winning. Be epic. Be you at Gamescom 23. Come and be everything at Gamescom 2023.
All right, we've got some pretty excellent cyberpunk cosplay right here. How long did it take you to put this cosplay together?
The jacket alone very, very long, so I didn't count the hours.
It's really cool. What about you? How long did it take you to put your cosplay together?
Oh, 50 days.
How long have you been doing cosplay?
This is my second year. I started last year with Gamescom because I lost a bet with a friend, and so I had to make a cosplay, and I kind of enjoyed it.
So I'm assuming you two are friends in real life outside of the costume.
Sisters.
Really? That's awesome. So could you tell me who you're cosplaying?
I'm Cassiopeia of League of Legends, the Spirit Blossom skin.
Okay.
It's him. I'm also from League of Legends. I'm Ari, and also the Spirit Blossom skin.
How long have you been playing League of Legends?
Oh, for 7 years now.
Wow.
And I'm still Heartstuck Emerald.
And I guess you like that game then?
No, I hate it.
Is this your first Gamescom?
No. I've been on Gamescom since 2013.
So Gamescom was the first time you saw cosplay, and now you're a cosplayer.
And then I said, wow, this cosplays look so amazing. And
That's so awesome.
thought I can do this, and then I did it.
It's awesome. It's just such a good feeling to get into something like that and make everyone smile. That's just awesome.
Is this your first Gamescom, or have you been?
Oh, no, it's not. This is my 3rd year.
And you're having a good time at Gamescom?
Yeah, always. Every time I'm here, I'm actually quite enjoying it.
It's super cool. What's your favorite part of your costume?
The legs and the arm.
What about you? What's your favorite part of your cosplay?
The coat, and from the weapons, the cloth, sword lever, because can I show something?
Oh yeah. What?
Turns out you don't need to be a part of the cosplay contest to enjoy cosplay at Gamescom. If you're just joining us, this is the Gamescom Cosplay Contest powered by Mini.
Gamescom 2023 is winding down, but did you know there's another one just a few weeks away? I know. Gamescom Asia is taking place in Singapore from October 19th to 22nd, and you can find more info about Gamescom year-round by following Gamescom on your social media platforms of choice. Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, it's everywhere.
Gamescom is a great time, and it's also involved with some great causes. Gamescom Cares is a platform where Gamescom, its exhibitors and partners, can present social responsibility projects, events, and campaigns addressing important causes like diversity, education, climate, environmental protection, and aid for people in need.
Now, well, we have all this heartwarming stuff. It's back to cosplay. Up next is the fan favorite category. Mr. Poole, do you think this is an unpredictable category?
The Fan Factory category.
Yes.
This was the first, what to say, after the contest, yes? It was the first prize, I think.
Oh.
Or?
It was the first prize?
After this contest. I think the moderation say the first winner is from the fan.
Oh.
Yeah. It's I don't know. I'm not a fan of this because I think it's not fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's
all right.
Not fair. Yeah. Because you can invite friends.
That's true.
You can rig it.
Do this. Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at some of the nominees.
Guys, it doesn't happen often that I have to look up to someone, but I guess there's always a first. This looks amazing. What is your name and what's your costume?
My name is Black Oz, and the costume is Elysian from The Witcher 3.
And what is it made of? I can see it looks like wood, there's some leather, but what is it made of?
It's leather, 3D printing, it's form, it's skull, it's everything.
How long did it take you to make all of this, to put it together?
Including some breaks between 4-5 months.
That's just amazing. And why this character? What do you love about this character so much?
I love it because it's not so often it's the first thing. You don't see it as many like Harley Quinn or something else, and I love Williams.
That's just amazing. Thank you very much, and good luck on stage. Thank you very much. This is a very impressive cosplay here, a very impressive costume. What is this character?
My name is Ryu from Ryu No Artist at Instagram, and that's Sephiroth in the new version.
So what is it made of, the whole costume?
A lot of part is leather, a part is EVA form, wobbler, some kind of 3D.
3D printed. Yeah. Why this character?
because I always like the bad boys.
So the possibilities to meet Doctor Strange through all the multiverses are slim, but never zero. Can you tell us, why did you pick this character? Warum hast du dir diesen Charakter aus? Okay, so obviously you picked a character that's close to his heart, but also close to himself as a person, because he thinks that way he can embody the character better, and also the costume making is just works better for him. Which is your favorite part of the costume?
Mein Lieblingspart ist der...
Favorite part is the cloak. Is it heavy?
Yeah, very, very heavy and really warm.
So which part did take the longest?
Am längsten ist...
Yeah, he's like the cloak is the absolute centerpiece, and I hope that this cloak will save you from falling down buildings, of course, because sometimes Iron Man just isn't there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hope so too. We hope nothing happens. We hope that no multiverse is in danger, and that you can be chill at the competition. Thank you so much.
Kein Problem. Dann noch viel Spaß.
You literally won't believe what just happened, because this lovely lady just looked at me and went, "I'm a little nervous." Can you tell us about the character that you are cosplaying?
It's a character from the Five Nights at Freddy's series. It's a daughter of the murderer who killed all the children who are now possessing the animatronics.
Okay, it's incredible. So, what is most of it made of?
It's mostly either A-form, Wobbler, and lots of electronics.
Yeah, I can tell. So there are a few functional bits, like for instance, this thing turns, right? What is the construction behind it?
It has a lot of features, and the eyes normally blink as well, but they are broken right now and we couldn't fix it in time. And the faceplates open up.
That is insane. How long did it take you to make it?
With upgrades I have done before the con, it's about 94 hours.
Almost 500 hours to make this. What made you choose this character?
I love complicated designs. And I love challenges. It's the first time I'm using servos and so much LEDs. The LED counter is now by 59, so...
There are 59 LEDs on this lady. Oh my. All right, so yeah, what is your personal favorite part?
It's probably the faceplates. I use it for communication as well as a thank you or okay or yes.
Or to scare someone. That is also...
Excuse me?
Or to like give someone a tiny fright when you're just like...
Sometimes.
Have you had any... What was the overall reaction at Gamescom to the costume?
It's literally just... not really many people know where they should looking at, because it's so many things going on.
I can imagine. I wish you the best of luck for the competition, and I think you have a real good shot.
Thank you.
Mitch, hi, welcome. Can you tell me a bit about the character that you're portraying in today's Cosplay Award?
Yes, my character is Ratchet Gladiator from Ratchet & Clank. It is from the PlayStation 2 series.
So I can imagine like making a costume from like a character that's usually like in 2D, except in a few trailer shots, is kind of hard, right? How did you do that?
Well, I observed the character a lot of time, and I was also playing the game multiple times over again, and I took with my smartphone screenshots, and because of that I was able to make patterns with the hand out of it on my mannequin doll. The bodysuit that I am wearing is done by myself and with some help from my family, so it's a handmade bodysuit with sewing.
Which one was the hardest to make, the most difficult?
For me personally, the helmet, of course, because I had to remove several parts to make it look like how he is now. And I have a little bit experience with helmets right now, so this was actually the first official helmet that I made without a 3D model.
And how did you get it here to Gamescom? Like, can you deassemble it, or...?
Let's actually say that I need some help to put it on and put it off. So yeah, as you can see, it is a big costume. It is not very comfortable to walk in, but I enjoy walking in it because I can make people happy. I love to bring them a smile to their face because I want to be the hero of the day.
Woohoo! Thank you so much. You're so nice. Oh my God, I'm obsessed.
Okay, clearly there are some outstanding competitors in this year's cosplay contest powered by Mini. So, who was your favorite?
I don't even like Five Nights at Freddy's, but that was
Okay.
incredible. That is amazing.
Please don't show that on the screen.
I love that she was nervous before that interview, and then Leonie like set her up, and then the jaws start moving. I was not expecting that. That's amazing.
Oh no, we're showing it. Okay, so just for some
Just look
context,
away,
I
it's
have a fear of animatronics, and my viewers made me play that game as like a joke, and it's horrifying. I wanted to throw up the entire time. So the fact that she ended up capturing that, the magic of the characters, it's really well done. But also, no, thank you.
Have you ever had to hook up an LED? Like
Yes,
have to
actually,
solder
yeah.
one?
Yes.
It's a pain.
Yeah.
She did it 59 times for that. That's amazing.
Yeah, this is what you were talking about with.
Yeah, this was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
One of my 3 favorites. Yeah.
What part of what part of the costume was your favorite? I looked as it opened up. I want to.
The mask.
The mask? Oh, great. We just saw that. Yeah, okay.
And she's roller skating.
And I know she won many cosplay contests.
Oh, okay.
I would hope so. I can't even roller skate normally, and she's doing it while wearing that. I mean, this is why we have the cosplay repair station. That's if you take a spill on your roller skates and need to hot glue something together.
It's hard to do this cosplay. You see nothing and you drive.
I think taking a sharp detour, because I want this off
Okay,
my
let's show
screen.
something else. Stella, who was your favorite? And we'll stop showing you.
Okay, Sephiroth, because I think it was a woman cosplaying a man, and she had like that. So I actually really want to get this, the male like chest piece. It's a rubber piece you can put on, but also the wig was just impeccable. The arches stayed perfectly, and just the Sephiroth looks so clean.
Yeah, she looks very original.
Yes.
To the real character.
She has the perfect face shape
Yeah.
for it. So I know cosplay, anyone can cosplay whoever they want, but when you look like the character, it's perfect,
Yeah.
That's actually her real hair. That's just her normal hair. That's what it looks like. Yeah. Just put a little gel in there, sort it out, no big deal.
Yeah, okay.
I love these just playing characters with like absurdly big weapons. Like Sephiroth has a big old sword, and then we saw the Melania earlier, and it's like that. You could have just picked a character with like a regular length sword, but you got to do this. You got to check that thing on the airplane.
They just look so good, and the jacket that looks. I know it was really warm too, because when they were doing the interview, she was fanning herself, but looks so good and so daunting. They got the haughty air of the character.
Yeah,
too,
no, that's
and I really like
big time
that.
Sephiroth energy.
Yeah.
I love it. We've got even more cosplayers coming up in just a second, but first, here is a trailer for Akatori. IGN Playlist is the best way to track your game collection. Now you can even import your entire Steam library to Playlist, making it easier than ever to review games, show off your collection to the world, and finally chip away at that massive backlog you keep meaning to get to. IGN Playlist, check it out.
Welcome to Super Debatable. When you got big takes on superheroes as hot as ours, well, you need a place to vent them.
And that's exactly what we'll be doing week after week on Super Debatable, arguing over the most divisive topics facing fans.
The MCU, that multiversal mess peaked years ago. It's all downhill from here.
James Gunn and Peter Safran should absolutely nuke the Snyderverse. We could argue about this all day.
And we will. Join us on Super Debatable Fridays on IGN. Want the ultimate IGN experience? Check out IGN Plus. Members get exclusive deals and giveaways, ad-free browsing, unlimited tracking on IGN Maps, discounts at the IGN store and with IGN partners. And best of all, free games. Get 30 days of IGN Plus for just $1. Head to plus.ign.com.
Welcome back. This is the Gamescom 2023 Cosplay Contest powered by Mini.
We're getting closer to figuring out who walked away with all the awards, but first, a look at some more of the Cosplay Contest hopefuls.
Guys, this is something new because it's a character that you know and you don't know because it's a very special version of it. What's your name and what's the character?
My name is Jessica, and this is Elsa as a warrior version, designed by Glatzicade.
So it's basically something that, well, it's very new. We haven't seen it anywhere else.
No, maybe on Instagram at the creator's site, but yeah.
So what is this costume made of? I can already see stones. I can see a spear or like a wall. Like, yeah, what? Tell me about the material that you use.
Okay, it's all the armor pieces are made out of foam, and then a lot of rhinestones. Over 2,000.
Okay. Yeah, we can jump right into it. How much time did you spend?
3 months after work.
3 months after work, so basically every single evening of your free time.
Yeah.
So that's some commitment.
Yes.
So what is your favorite piece?
My favorite piece is, I think my skirt. Because of all the rhinestones and the pearls and yes, everything.
Yeah. Shiny things, guys. I mean, shiny things. It's very simple, right?
Yeah.
It's also a nice staff.
Yeah.
How long did that take?
1 week. Yeah.
Guys, so this was something new. It's Elsa, but it's a new Elsa.
Yes.
Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, it's getting better and better. We're here with Danny. And Danny, my first question, of course, is what's your character's name?
My character is named Hirschine, the Deadwick Prince of the Hunt.
Oof. I mean, this whole costume looks amazing. And I see so many different parts. I see leather. What is it made of exactly?
Yes, you said many leather, then furs, deer and doe. Then some warbler, the mask is made of warbler, all the buckles are made of steel and brass, and some pewter parts, mostly.
And it is really, it blows me away, and I gotta ask you, how much time did you spend making it?
5 months with about 300 working hours.
300 working hours. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
That's just crazy. Why this character? What do you love about this character the most?
Actually, the character is part of a group cosplay with the other Deadwick Princes we made for the ESO Tavern this year. And, it came to be because, okay, I want to make Hirschine. That's basically it. Everyone picked one and I took this one.
Yeah, very simple reason. Sometimes it's as simple as that. And now I gotta ask you, what's your favorite part of this costume?
Definitely the belt.
The belt. Let's have a look at the belt. Yes.
Leather tooling for this, and it's over I think 120 Deadwick characters. A lot of really time-intensive tooling with all the decorations, and it was quite the hassle to make this thing.
I can imagine. But also, the nails look great.
Thank you. Like
Very shiny.
It's my first time working with electronics too.
Yeah, looks great. Thank you very much, Danny.
You're welcome.
Guys, I don't even know what to say. There's so many things going through my head right now, from terrifying to beautiful, amazing. Like there's so much. What is your name and what is your character's name?
My name is Yuzagichi, and my character is Bloom from Wings Club, but like a design from that I made.
And what is it made of? I see so many things at the same time. I see all these crystals, I see these pearls, I see everything. What is it made of?
Mostly foam and Warbler, but also like other materials that
And I'm almost afraid to ask, but how long did it take you to finalize everything?
I did it over a year, so I can't really tell how long it took in general, but yeah, a few months maybe.
But you got ready for this contest for a whole year to get this costume right.
Yeah, sorta.
That's just amazing. And what is your favorite part about the costume?
I think the eggs. I did it the last, but I think it turned out pretty nice.
Yeah, how much time did you spend on the eggs alone?
Actually, not that long. The eggs was pretty quick, but I think maybe a few weeks to a month, kind of.
I mean, I don't even know what to say. It's so impressive, guys. You have to be here to actually believe it. Thank you much for being here. Good luck with the contest. Back to you. Thank you.
Bye.
This year's competition is fierce. Who stood out to you the most? Which one of those was the
Winx Club. I mean, the Winx Club character, the very last person that we saw, just because I was like, I think that's one of the characters from the show and the comic books that I used to read as a kid, and she made it her own design, and I loved that. Also, the horns, there's so many layers, just the amount of detailed etchings on her armor, and the fact that she just personally designed this, and her axe had little heart cutouts. I really loved all of the details she put into it, and you see her personality in it as well.
No, it's really fun to see people kind of put their own spin on things, and it's like you're not going to look exactly like the thing when it's like a stylized cartoon or whatever. But it's kind of, I like this sort of battle hardened remix, and the same thing with the warrior Elsa, which is really fun.
Yeah. What about you? What stood out to you?
I mean, this one is pretty mind-boggling there.
I think the Daedric Hunter, the god, he had we were talking about this, each finger, the claws, the bear claws you can move, which was kind of crazy, and that's also from Elder Scrolls too. And he's part of that group, the woman who cosplayed earlier, the little octopus thingy.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that the Daedric Princess. I feel like that one it's really good, and we just saw the Leshen though, which also has antlers, and I was like, so blown away by that. This is still really good.
But the mask, look at that. How did you make the mask look like an actual skull?
Yeah, I wonder what's the policy on using actual bones?
This material Wobbler, you can do everything with this material. It's crazy stuff.
That's the one where you just need a little bit of heat, right? You take a heat gun.
You make it heat, and then you can do everything there.
Do you have any Warbler on your costume?
Maybe I have inside my.
Oh, okay.
This inside here, for the stabilization.
Okay. Okay. Now here, we got some of the performance here, and I think this is where it really comes together. Because when you've got someone just like standing there doing an interview. It doesn't quite emphasize like the character's style, but here he's just doing like full, Daedric hunt mode, which is very cool.
The eyes are very cool because there's the mesh, and you can see the light coming through it.
What I love is like, you see this, cosplay always looks cool at a convention, but then you see like the photos that people go and take in the woods.
Yeah.
It's just the best. It's like, incredible photography.
Yeah, his Instagram was full of that.
Yeah. We've got even more cosplay in a second, but first, here is Back to the Dawn.
Behind every game, movie and TV show you love is a wild, crazy and sometimes unbelievable story.
No one is just black and white.
From revealing the secrets behind your favourite franchises to solving a legendary video game mystery, I'm coming for you. IGN Inside Stories gives you a peek behind the curtain.
If people come to the game now and see what's going on there, I think they'll be surprised.
Join us as we dive into hyper-dedicated fan bases, worldwide phenomenons, and the most incredible untold tales in games and entertainment.
I said, wait a minute, that doesn't sound so good.
It was definitely not what I expected in the best way.
Inside Stories, available now only on IGN.
And I was like, holy shit, we're gonna do this.
IGN Playlist is the best way to track your game collection. Now you can even import your entire Steam library to Playlist, making it easier than ever to review games, show off your collection of the world, and finally chip away at that massive backlog you keep meaning to get to. IGN Playlist, check it out. You just watched the trailer for Bow Path of the Teal Lotus, but now we are back in full cosplay mode.
We're moments away from revealing the Cosplay Contest winners. So, what do you guys think it takes to be a winner in the Cosplay Contest that already features tons of amazing content?
Probably like a really, really good costume, you know?
Right,
It's got to be pretty impressive. I mean, it's wild because there are so many different components to it. There's so many different aspects. You know, there's sewing, there's crafting, there's building, there's painting, there's performance, there's apparently roller skating and like wiring circuitry. There's just a lot to you know take together. Engineering. Yeah, no big deal. And then of course you have to bring it here and not break it.
Last year I did a little bit of the cosplay contest. I didn't compete, but just to bring my one staff over, it was $1,000 to ship it. It's so much money. Yeah, well, it was from America to Germany, so it kind of makes sense. But these people, this cosplay is an expensive hobby.
Yeah, that's it. Very expensive.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
Now, let's take a look at the winners of the Best Dressed, Best Built, Fan Favorite, and third and second best costumes of the Cosplay Contest, powered by Mini, and let's find out if any of them activate your automatnophobia, which is a fear of automatons, wax figures, humanoid robots, and animatronics. Let's see how terrified you get. Take a look.
And there's a very simple reason for that, because you won!
Yes, and at first I didn't even notice. Like, they called me on stage and I was like, huh, what's going on? And then they shouted several times, and that's when I noticed, oh, I won something.
Guys, I'm speechless, because it's the second time I'm right, because I was almost 100% convinced that this cosplay would march right through the prize. And Mark, you told me you're still surprised that you won this.
Yeah, I think I'll believe it tomorrow morning when I see the guitar or all the other stuff, and Okay, I did. I really did.
How does it feel for you to build your first costume and then win instantly? What does it mean to you?
I'm surprised. To be honest, I don't know what to say, so I will not.
What does this award mean to you?
I mean, I'm having trouble finding words, to be honest with you. This was my first Gamescom. It was my first international trip. I'm from America, and it's just incredible. I'm speechless.
How did it feel to get up on stage and do your thing?
It felt surprising, to be honest, because I didn't plan to get on stage or to get a prize at least. I mean, I just wanted to enjoy the show and give the crowd, the audience, something to really enjoy, yes.
Well, this was the first time that you took place in a competition like that or a cosplay event at all. So first of all, congratulations. And you were such a fan favorite. So like I heard, you heard the music and the fans just went wild and it looks like really, really good. So congratulations on that. Okay, so first time that you took place in a competition and you immediately won a prize. So that is something to be very proud of. And obviously his head is still spinning inside the helmet here because, he didn't expect it at all. So now he's tasted victory. Now he wants to know. Now he's going to be here for every competition, but with different characters, and I can't wait to meet you again.
So now that you won an award for Best Dress in Cosplay at Gamescom 2023, what does cosplay mean to you?
Oh, that's difficult because it includes so many different things. I love crafting, first of all. And there are so many different techniques you can learn. You can constantly learn and improve yourself if you want to. You meet amazing people, incredibly creative people from all over the world. The cosplay community is where, the people gather that tend to be a little bit odd in a good sense. So I get to know the most interesting people. I get the excitement of competition. I can craft as much as I want and learn all the different things. And I can portray characters that are really close to my heart.
For me, it's kind of a hobby with a small personal meaning. I enjoy it. I enjoy the activity that you have to do, the repetitive stuff that some people don't like. I think it's a bit like meditation. You do the stuff, you have your plans.
To be honest, no, I don't expect prizes because each time I'm entering a competition, I'm just doing it for the show, to do a performance on stage and to show the people what I can do with my cosplay and also to make people enjoy the show. That's really what drives me to get on stage and do a performance. So I would say that winning is a bonus to me, and it's a real pleasure and real bonus because it's telling me that even the judges have enjoyed the show, and that's one of the biggest prizes for me.
Let's just imagine one thing. You're meeting your younger self, let's say elementary school, and everyone told, probably just like me, everyone was like, yeah, stay on the ground, don't go too much into fantasy, it will not help you in life, yeah? And now you want a cosplay competition, which is all about passion, which is about fantasy, it's about imagining being someone else, being powerful in this case. What would you tell your younger self? Say stick to what you love, or would it be something else?
Basically, it would be don't let yourself get discouraged. Just do it. Just go on, ignore them.
It's gonna be okay. There's a lot of tough days, there's a lot of tough circumstances, but this too shall pass, and sometimes it's hard when you're in the middle of it, but having the perseverance and the self-discipline to carry yourself through, it pays off.
Probably just do what I did the first time, it's now that I'm older, because there's really nothing I regret. I got into cosplay, I enjoyed it ever since I started, so there's really nothing I would change.
I just want to say how much of an honor it was to share the stage with so many other talented artists. There's so many talented people, not just here in Germany, but all over the world, and it's an honor to share the stage with them and to be a part of this cosplay community. Thank you.
Wow, those are amazing.
Yeah.
Those were amazing to see.
And no animatronics.
No robots, nothing to be scared of.
Thank you.
That was wild. The one that I think especially was fascinating to me is the guy with the big spiky helmet is from
Blasphemous?
Yeah, from Blasphemous. So the thing about that, did you see how detailed that was? That's from a pixel art game.
Yeah.
There's the reference material for that is it's not big, you know, there's not that much stuff to work with. And so there's a lot of blanks to be filling in there. And in spite of that, like, it's so textured, like there's so much intricate detail. It's mind-blowing.
The barnacles really get me. He even got like the dry parts, the white on it, perfect. It looks like he's been submerged in water for a really long time.
Yeah.
So what made his costume, his cosplay stand out to you in giving him prizes?
For me, this cosplay is very, very amazing because I think he spent so much time. Because the details, small details everywhere on the costume.
Yeah.
The muscles or no, what's muscles?
Yeah, the barnacles, the moss.
Yes.
Yeah. It's gorgeous, and even the I think the cape
And
has
I
little
really like the head, the long head.
the pointy head.
And he had to put that on a plane. Like, this is his
Oh,
first
yeah.
international trip. This is just, I mean, get good. Like,
Yeah.
there you go. That's it. Now we also had there was that soldier one.
Which one? The Souls one?
Yeah.
Oh, the one with like the helmet that like protruded, had like the bars that were coming out.
Yeah. No, it's just incredible to look at this stuff. I'm actually bummed I didn't get over to the Cosplay Village to see it in person, because seeing this stuff up close is wild. I also specifically hate this guy. He's killed me so many times.
No, same. The chest piece is incredible. It looks like real metal.
This is a clean rot knight, for the record.
Yes.
So he's not that rotten yet.
Okay, yes. But the spear specifically looks really good. And of course, not all metal weapons are made perfectly either. So you can see some, like in that spherical part on his spear, it looks like metal because it's not perfect, and I love that.
Yeah, that's wobbler. You can do everything with this material.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, also, his performance was great.
Yeah.
I got flashbacks to get killed with this guy.
Like, I'm very familiar with that moveset because I've seen it immediately preceding the "you died" thing.
Oh my god, can we talk about the fallout? The power suit? Oh my god.
That was amazing. The thing that blew my mind about that was all of the tattered rags hanging off it, because that's the kind of detail that isn't in the game, or you don't see that as intricately. Like, that's the thing that may be a little bit too complex to animate in a Bethesda game. I don't know. If you thought that third and second place were impressive, here is the grand finale. The winner for best costume at the 2023 Gamescom Cosplay Contest, powered by Mini, Pocky Neko, who was dressed as Valkyrie from Apex Legends. Stella, you're kind of an Apex expert. Can you tell us a little bit about this?
I am, yes. So this is how much I play Apex. I can tell you down to the specifics of what armor this is. So the armor that you're going to be seeing is the Azure Blessing legendary armor that you can get for Valkyrie. And I feel like such a nerd saying this. Also, the weapon that she is holding up is a longbow DMR, which is one of the sniper weapons, and it is the Reckoner skin. I know, I play too much of this game. I'm sorry.
That's very okay. Let's take a look.
Alone. Oh my god.
I actually couldn't be happier. You won first place for the competition. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. How are you feeling?
Very good, but also very emotional. I cried like a baby. I just cannot believe I won this contest. It was a dream and I made it. I'm so proud.
I mean, it is absolutely breathtaking. The look is incredible. So how did it feel up on stage when you went there for the first time, in contrast to when you went out to get your prize?
To be honest, I was really not confident with me because they cut my audio at first and they told that to me 10 minutes before going on stage. So I can freestyle on stage, to be honest, and I tried to put my stress away, and just I cannot believe I made it, and I did it.
I am so happy for you. So obviously this is not your first cosplay. If you think back on the first time that you did a cosplay, and like I think like every time when you try something for the first time, it's like, you know, but it's maybe nice, but it's not like great. If you could tell that person right now that you won first place, what would they say?
They would cry, usually, because it would be too emotional like I am, surely.
And also I've seen that you have little helpers running around, like people fixing your stuff, because the tech also moves. Those are your accomplices and they help you navigate through the convention. Is that correct?
Yes. That's my lovely parents, and they're always here for me. I wish they could be here with me right now, and I just love them so much, and I want to thank them so much for what they did to me today. They're the best parents ever.
That is so sweet. It actually warms my heart. Congratulations, and enjoy your convention. What will you do with the prize money?
Oh my God, I still don't know, because I just cannot believe I did this. I won all these prizes, so I still don't know. I'm just so shocked.
It's always good to feel proud and accomplished after, putting so much work and effort into looking this beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Absolutely wild. I'm not super familiar with this character. Tell me about
she's
just what
super
she
cool.
got right.
Yeah, so she's a Japanese character, and she oh my God, do you want me to dive into this? Because I know all of her lore. This is bad. So here's the thing. She comes from a lineage of pilots from Titanfall. So she actually took her jetpack is actually her dad's old flight pack from his Titanfall mech. So she adopted that. And then this skin obviously gave it a little bit more of a medieval sort of dragon design, and I absolutely love it so much. So her jetpack is one of her abilities, and she actually did her poses when she was bowing. That's one of the emotes that her character does, and she got her mannerisms down perfectly. Also, I believe that's another legend. I can't tell. He looks like the new Apex Legends Ballistic. But anyways, this thing that she does right here where she moves the jetpack, that's one of her things that she does. That's her entry. When you select the character, that's what she's... I sound like such a nerd.
You saw the lights?
Yes, it's so good. Yeah, the lights on the jetpack and even in her gun, which that's my favorite longbow skin, and it's beautiful. What?
That's awesome. That's super cool that you get to seeing that come to life. That's
It's
gonna
cool.
make you light up.
I love the scalings on her armor piece there. So what made this win overall?
Who? Made what?
So what made this cosplay win first place overall?
In every category, everyone choose 8 or 9 on every category. Yeah. Color, working, everything was 8 or 9, and yeah.
Oh, it just added up and everything. Wow, yeah.
So everyone agreed this is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal work.
I mean, she really captured the character too.
Well, it's funny that I think it took her by surprise that she won. She just started crying.
Yeah.
We recorded her like weirdos, but
she needs a little bit time to come on stage.
I know.
Yeah. And I love it. She also rehearsed the victory pose.
She did.
And I guess didn't expect that she would need to use it, but clearly she worked really, really hard.
It's just everything looks balanced perfectly. That weapon, the iron sights look really good. It actually lines up. So it's she measured everything to a T. It's incredible.
Yeah. No, it's really, really cool. That about wraps up here at the Gamescom Cosplay Contest powered by Mini. A huge thank you to Mr. Poole for joining us and hanging out and talking about costumes and stuff. And of course, thank you to the tremendously talented and creative cosplayers here at Gamescom for being a part of the show. You all absolutely crushed it. And Mr. Poole, thank you for your help. We really appreciate you. You are truly a merc with a mouth. Where can people find you on the internet?
Again, please?
Where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook.
Oh.
Maybe everyone uses Facebook, I don't know.
Perfect. Thanks so much. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Well, the cosplay contest here at Gamescom isn't the only thing coming to a close. This is the end of our Gamescom studio coverage for Gamescom 2023. But be sure to follow Gamescom on your favorite social media platforms to find out all about the exciting updates on the future of Gamescom. Plus, everything you might have missed at this year's show.
That's right. And the biggest video game event on the planet also cares about the planet. This year's Gamescom Goes Green initiative has made some huge leaps forward. Not only has this year's core event gone 100% climate neutral, it's also running on 100% renewable energy.
The Gamescom forest continues to grow thanks to donations from attendees, and in addition to participating in Gamescom Carbon Offset Program, exhibitors are doing their part by building more sustainably reusing portions of their booths and avoiding single-use material.
It's great. Best of all, Gamescom has teamed up with the UN's Playing for the Planet initiative to present the Green Studio of the Year award during Opening Night Live, helping encourage sustainability across the games industry. Find out more at playingfortheplanet.org.
Whew, it's a long link. But for now, from all of us here at Gamescom Studio, powered by IGN, in front of the camera and behind the scenes, who all comforted me when I was terrified by the animatronic, thank you so much. It takes a lot of people to bring this show together every year. So we just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for everyone watching us this year and, of course, every year. Thank you.
It's a tremendous honor to bring you the coverage of the world's biggest and best video game convention. Gamescom truly is an incredible experience. If you can come here, you should. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next year. Go play some video games.
Hey, you! Yes, you! Do you have fun? Fear of missing Gamescom? Relax. Gamescom is everywhere you want. Gamescom now. Register now.
Tune into IGN 1 on your smart TVs for the latest news on your favorite releases, gameplay exclusives, and all the entertainment you can handle.
Cinefix on IGN 1, your friendly Friday night home for film fanaticism.
You're watching The Weekly Fix, ready to fill you in on anything you may have missed in the world of gaming and entertainment.
Welcome to Should I Play This?
This is what to watch here on IGN 1.
Find it all in one place for free on IGN 1.
They turned into a network. Who knew?
The Cinefix Top 100. A list so secretive even we don't know what movies are on it or where they rank.
What do you mean you don't know?
Each episode will reveal one of the movies.
Did I rush it? Felt like I rushed. That was good. I liked it.
Talk about why it belongs and finally find out where it ranks.
Are you not entertained?
Are any of the movies we've shown here even on the list? I have no idea, and it drives me crazy. Join us as we find out on the Cinefix Top 100, Mondays starting July 3rd.
Why so serious? Thank you.